What's up, YouTube? Asmodeus here from the Friendly Metal Detecting Forum in Digging in Illinois. And today I'm not in the field, not yet anyway. I have a product review, something I picked up last night. The new Pro-Find 35. So today I'm going to be doing a little bit of an unboxing, and I'll show it to you. It's probably be like a 3-part video, and I'll splice it all together. The first part I'll probably do the unboxing, show you everything, take some measurements, and then I'll take it out to the field for a day or so, get some video of me using it a little bit out in the field, and then I'll come back and sum it up with some thumbs up, some thumbs down, what I like about it, what I don't like about it, that kind of thing. So yeah, I picked this up from Hidden Treasures Metal Detector Sales. I'll leave a link to the description down below. They sell new and used detectors, pinpointers, accessories, whatever you want. And yeah, so let me readjust the camera and we'll get into it. So here's the box. This is the new pointer that's got the ferrous tone ID. It's supposed to have a different type of tone for whenever you're next to like iron versus it's a different tone when you're next to a coin or something non-ferrous. Ferrous tone ID, audio and vibration, both audio and vibration like most pinpointers. Waterproof to 10 feet. Just like the Carrot, I believe, is waterproof to 10 feet as well. Adjustable sensitivity. This one does have 6 levels of sensitivity versus 3 with most other ones like the Carrot. So I kind of like that. It comes with the holster like most and a lanyard. Let's see what's in the box. Got your manual. Not much to it, just like any other pinpointer. One thing I did notice whenever I first opened the box and looked at it was how big this barrel is on this thing, which might be a big deal for some people. Might not for some other people. I'll show you what I mean. I'll take some measurements on this here in a second, but you can tell just by looking at it, it's quite a bit fatter than your normal Garrett pinpointer. And that could cause issue with some people that have specialized pouches or sheaths. You know, so a lot of people don't like to use that one. Like for instance, this is mine. What I use in the field, and it's made for the Garrett pointers that slide right in there like most pinpointers will, but this one's kind of fat. That's as far as it goes, so you're at risk of losing it if you leave it like that. So I might have to figure something else out, I don't know. And that could be a big deal, like I said, for some people, and some people probably not. But I just want to throw that out there, and I'll do some measurements on that here real quick too. So let's look at the Pro-Find first. Comes in right about 9 3/4 long. Get my calipers out here. The barrel on this thing at the widest part is 1.63 inches wide. It's pretty wide. Whereas the Garrett .5. Yeah, 1.5. So it's just a little bit bigger. Probably won't make that much of a difference to most people, but like I showed you with my pouch, it almost doesn't fit on there. What was the length on the Garrett? It's right at 9 inches, so it's about 3/4 of an inch longer in comparison. See what else. They both feel about the same weight. Garrett comes in at 6.7. Minelab 7.7. So it's right about an ounce. A little over an ounce more. Not much difference. I want to do a little segment now on the new ability on these things, the ferrous tone ID. I'm sure that's what a lot of you are here to see. So I will tell you, I've been sitting here playing with this for a while before I started this segment, and I've been getting some kind of inconsistent results. Like, for example, it will give me the ferrous tone ID on this fairly well, but something like this that's not covered in rust, if I come in at this angle, it's just like a normal non-ferrous target. If I come in at a certain angle or a certain distance, it seems to help a little bit, but I'll show you what I'm talking about here. Let's put it on sensitivity of 3. Now here's the normal non-ferrous tone. Okay. Now this is the ferrous tone ID. I don't know if you can hear that very well, but it's the same tone, but it's a different rate at which it beeps. When you hear that tone, that means it's a ferrous target. And you can probably already see what I'm saying about being inconsistent, because if I come at it this way, oh, okay, it's working there. See, it's like you gotta be a certain distance away from it for it to actually work like it's supposed to. Right there's the non-ferrous. Now let's try this bolt. And you can see what I mean right there. That sounds like a non-ferrous target. If I turn it this way, there it goes. See, now it's giving me the ferrous tone ID. There it's not. There it is. It's like it's subject to how far. It's got to be a perfect distance away for it to give you the ferrous tone ID. See, it's there right there. It sounds good. It sounds like your regular non-ferrous targets. If you get a little bit closer, you'll get the ferrous ID though. Right there. So I don't know, I guess take what you will from that, if you like it or not. Got a pair of pliers. See, that sounds good. And there's the ferrous tone ID coming in. There it's not. There it is, kinda. It does work, but it seems like you've got to be at just the right distance for it to pick it up as ferrous. See right there, you're going to think that's a non-ferrous target, but if you get it closer to it, there you can tell it's iron. So, I don't know, take away from that what you will. It does work, obviously. Alright, let's get on to the next test. Alright, now we're going to do some depth comparisons here. I've got an Indian head penny. We'll start with the Minelab. We're going to go through the different sensitivities. I expect the Minelab will probably be a little bit deeper than the Garrett because it has 6 sensitivity settings. But we're also going to be testing on the sides, see how far it can hit on the sides and if there's any blind spots in there. So let's just turn this on. Put it all the way down on the first sensitivity. Okay. This is sensitivity 1. It's right about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, let's crank it up to 2. right about an inch, starts picking it up. Sensitivity 3. That's a pretty good jump there. That's about 1.5 inches. It's probably about where I like to have mine. Let's try sensitivity 4. It's another pretty good jump. It's about 2 inches. Now that's pretty good, fairly good depth for a pinpointer, 2 inches. Okay, let's try 5. Not quite 2.5. Just under 2.5. And number 6. That's interesting. Okay, so for some reason, maybe it's just mine, I don't know, but between 5 and 6 I'm getting about the exact same depth reading. Yeah, it's almost identical between 5 and 6 setting. I'm not getting any more depth there. I don't know if that's just mine or if there's maybe some screws around here that could be detuning it a little bit when I hit sensitivity 6, but that's just, you see what, that's what I'm getting. So, just a hair under 2.5 inches is what I'm getting out of this. Now let's go back to sensitivity 1. Okay, and let's try the sides here. Put it right on 0. Definitely more sensitive on the side towards the tip. Just over 1/2 inch. As you can see, there's a little bit of a blind spot right there. Right there I can touch it and not pick up anything. Not very much of a one. Maybe just a hair either way and it will pick it up again. But there is a little bit of a blind spot there. There's picking up 1/2 inch. About the same back here. Okay, let's try sensitivity 2. A little bit over 3/4 inch there. Again, a little bit of a blind spot. 3. A little under 1.5 inches. A little bit of a blind spot. 4. A little under 2 inches. So it seems as you crank it up in sensitivity, you can't actually touch the blind spot anymore, so that's good. But it's definitely less depth there than anywhere else on it. But it will pick it up right here. So if you got it cranked up past 2 or 3, there's not a total blind spot there, that's good. Go up one more. About 2 1/8. Down to 1 1/4. And then back up to a little over 2 right there. It's actually more than 2 1/8 right there. It's almost 2 1/2. So crank it all the way up to 6. About the same. Yep. Again, on the side, it's almost identical between 5 and 6 for me as well. So now, just for comparison, let's do the same test with the Carrot. Just for some of those of you that might be leaning one way or the other, about to choose a pinpointer, wondering which way to go. Most of you that watch my other videos know I'm a big Minelab guy, but I actually use the Carrot pinpointer. I prefer the Garrett pinpointers over the Minelab or Whites or any other ones. But maybe this one will change my mind. We'll see. I'll have to use it a little bit out in the field first. Alright, let's try this. Now to change the settings on the Garrett, you actually have to hold the button in. That's 3. Then you got your 3 vibrate sensitivities, and then back to 1 in audio. So put it on 0. Sensitivity 1 on the Garrett, almost identical to sensitivity 1 on the Minelab, right about 3/4 of an inch. Let's try sensitivity 2. Getting a little bit more there. I believe sensitivity 2 on the other one was 1.5 inches. Or no, it was 1 inch, wasn't it? So sensitivity 2 on the Garrett is getting 1.5 inches. Okay, try sensitivity 3. Come on. Okay, there's 3. And that's another thing you can already tell right there is it's much easier to adjust the sensitivity on the Minelab. Just click the button up, click the button down. With the Garrett, you have to sit here and fiddle with it, hold the button down, get it to in the adjustment mode for the sensitivity. But here's sensitivity 3 on the Garrett. It's like about 2 1/4. So really not much less than what the Minelab had at its highest sensitivity. Maybe just a hair under it, but not much. And again, that's because my sensitivity 6 on my Minelab was no different than sensitivity 5. I was expecting that 6 to go up near somewhere around 3 inches, maybe just under, but it stayed the same. I'm not sure if that's the case for everybody's, or for some reason mine's just different. I'll be curious to see other videos on the depth of these, but not much difference. Maybe about 1/8 of an inch, if that. Maybe the Minelab goes 1/8 of an inch deeper. That's what I'm getting anyway. Alright, let's check the sides. Go back to sensitivity 1. Come on. As you can see, that can be quite a pain in the butt. ruler around. Right at 1 inch on the sides. No blind spot at all. Definitely a spot right here where we can't pick it up quite as far, but at no point can you put it right up next to the pinpointer and not get a reading, so there's no blind spot there. Try sensitivity 2. Inch and a half. A little bit more down by the base. Sensitivity 3. Just a hair over 2 inches. That's pretty good on the side. Of course, it's less than that one little spot right there. Goes down to about 1.25 inches there, but then back up. A little over 2 inches. 2.25 there. I usually keep mine on 2 on the Garrett. So, alright, there you go. Next test, I'm going to take this out in the field, do some live digs with it. I'm not going to record all of it, of course, but I will spend a full day out there with it and get a couple of digs live so that you guys can see how this works in the field. And then I'll come back and give you my impressions on it. Thumbs up, thumbs down when I think about it. But I just want to give you the measurements first. So I'll cut the video now and then I'll get back to you with the live digs next. Stay tuned. Actually, it sounds fairly good one way. That's deep. 1345, 7 inches. If I'm out here testing this new pinpointer, I might actually find something good. In there, whatever it is. Well, it's a coin, maybe. Oh, is that silver? I think it is. Can't believe it. I'm out here just for a couple hours to test out this new pinpointer. I think I just found silver. This place has been so hammered the last few years. Hey Lee! Yeah. Let's get out here and test a new pinpointer. I think I already found silver. like the third target. I ain't even opened up the plug yet, but I can see it right there. See that rim?
Whoa! Is that one of our plants from our hunt?
I don't think so, because we're in a different spot right here. It was over there, wasn't it?
Yeah, between those two poles.
It's about 7 inches down. It could be a good one.
Are you taping?
Yep. Oh, it's a Merc. There's been seededs pulled out of here. Could have been, but it's just a Merc.
Still awesome for the site.
1917.
Wow.
Wasn't expecting that today. I was just testing out this new pinpointer. Come out here and find silver. Awesome.
As far as on your loud and clear?
Yeah.
Amazing.
This little coil picks it out from the trash really well out here. Unbelievable. Well, cool. I'm gonna get some more targets in on camera for you guys. Hopefully I'll try to do some iron targets too, so you can hear what that sounds like with this ferrous tone ID on this thing. But that's pretty awesome. Cool. Alright, I got one here. Sounds like I'm bouncing off some iron. Try to get that ferrous tone ID to work on the new pointer. They're about 6 or 7 inches. So far, it's not making the ferrous noise. That's this non-ferrous noise. We'll see. I don't know if you can see in there, but there it's making the ferrous noise, but I got to be pretty much on top of it. I can see it. It's a big nail, rusty nail. It sounds non-ferrous until you get almost on top of it, maybe about a ½ inch away. Yep, rusty nail. See what I mean? I don't know about this ferrous tone ID. I mean, it sounds like a neat idea, but it doesn't really seem that useful in the field to me. You got to be right on top of the thing, where you're going to be able to see it anyway. Maybe if you had multiple targets in the same hole, many rusty nails with one piece of silver or something, I don't know. Well, on to the next. That's probably iron bounce. go. I haven't seen what's in the hole yet, and I can hear that ferrous tone ID kicking in. But I imagine if it's kicking in, I'm probably right on top of it. Oh, there it is. Big rusty bolt. Again, you can see it sounds non-ferrous when you're that close, and then when you get to about ½ inch, you'll get the ferrous tone ID. It does work, the ferrous tone ID that is, and it does pinpoint fairly well. Oh, let's see what else we can find. Yep. This sounds like an iron bounce. First time I've ever went metal detecting trying to find iron. Oh, you can already hear it. That's the ferrous tone ID going on. So, something ferrous in there. It's right there. Another bolt. Sounds like a bunch of trash in there, but I also get a good tone every once in a while. Right there's a good tone. Not very deep. Out, whatever it is. Huh, quite clear. And with a bunch of junk. 84. That's part of the other junk I was hearing. This sounds non-ferrous too, according to this thing. Just had it, whatever it was. I lost it. There you can hear the ferrous tone kicking in. Whatever's in there is ferrous. Something big too. I'm not gonna bother digging it out. Ferrous tone ID, work it again. Get some good examples out here for you. Clad quarter next to some iron. Alright guys, we're back. I've had this thing out in the field for past 4 or 5 hours or so, and overall I give it a big thumbs up. Thumbs up on the sensitivity adjustment all the way up to 6. I like the 6 different settings so you can dial it in more exactly how you want it. Also, I like how easy it is to adjust the plus and minus on the sensitivity while you're out in the field, while you got to hold versus this one where you have to hold the button in and keep fiddling with it to just adjust the sensitivity setting up or down 1 or 2. I don't really have a whole lot of thumbs down or negative things to say about it. It did its job. It did it pretty well. There wasn't a lot of false sync. Of course, that's not saying much now because usually they don't, pinpointers won't start falsing for a couple months to a year like the original Garrett's did. But I guess nitpicking, I would say the new ferrous tone ID, that's definitely a plus. It's a cool feature, but I don't like that you have to be almost on top of it for it to start kicking in where you can hear it that it's ferrous. This thing can read up to 2.5 inches away. I wish 2.5 inches away it would tell you if it's ferrous or not. That'd be nice. Also, I would say, I don't know if they're going to make a feature like that, why didn't they just make the ferrous tones a different tone than the non-ferrous tones? It seems like it would have been a whole lot better to me, instead of just a different interval of the beeping, But let's see, what else can we talk about? Oh, also, what I think, again, it's just nitpicking. I think it's kind of a missed opportunity here that they released this just a month before their new machine's coming out. I'm sure you all heard of the Equinox, and it's supposed to be all wireless Bluetooth. It sounds like it's going to be a really awesome machine. So, and they're supposed to be, I think, kind of targeting the Deus market with that also. So if you're going to come out with these 2 items that close to each other, why not do like the Deus just did and make this have a wireless feature and it built into it also, to where it can connect to the new Equinox that's coming out and you can hear this through the headphones. That would have been a really nice feature, just like the new MI6, I think it's called, the new pinpointer that Deus came out with. It connects wirelessly to the Deus and you can hear it through the headphones. That's really neat. I think they should have done something like that with this. But overall, it's a great pinpointer. It did its job really well. It was lucky it found me a silver out there. You've seen that. But what else? If you're coming from something like an old White's Bullseye or the original Black Garrett or maybe a Fisher pinpointer or something like that, this would be worth it to upgrade to. Because the original Garretts, a lot of them have the falsing issues. Mine, I've had 3 or 4 of them, and all of mine ended up falsing on me. But if you're coming from something like the TRX, the White's TRX, or the original Minelab Pro-Find, or the Garrett Carrot, if you have one of those already, I don't personally think that it's worth it to sell those and get one of these just because of the ferrous tone ID. I mean, you can see it was a little bit useful out there in the field a couple of times. It came in handy, but if you already have one of those, I personally wouldn't sell them and get one of these, unless you just want a new toy to play with. It's up to you. But head to head, I think they were pretty even. Another small little nitpicky thing, and it's just me, it's a personal preference, is I kind of don't like how high pitched the tone is on this one. It's kind of squealy, high pitched squealy kind of tone versus the Carrot. I'll show you what I mean. See how high and squealy that is? I personally don't like that. I kind of like this better on the Garrett. But other than that, I mean, they both go about 2.5 inches And they're both really good pinpointers. I don't know which one I'm going to go with. I'm going to use this one for a few more weeks anyway out in the field. I may go back to my Garrett, I may not. I haven't decided yet. But there it is. There's your review. You can make up your own mind. I've given you all the information you need. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you guys next time. I'm going to be getting an Equinox, and I'll probably be doing a video on that also. So stay tuned for that in about a month and a half, somewhere in there. And yeah, thanks for watching.